Most players in Rec are stuck doing the same thing, dribbling forever just to force a 3 or rim running into a crowded defense. But I promise you, there's a faster, easier, more consistent way to score: the mid-range. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly why the mid-range is the easiest way to score in 2K25 and how it can change the way you play in Rec. The way defense works in 2K25, it's built to stop two things: the 3 and the paint. That's it. Most players either pull up from deep or try to rim run, so once a defender sees you accelerate past the 3-point line, they automatically crash the paint. Or if you haven't even moved yet, they're pressing up tight trying to take away the 3. But here's the thing, almost nobody guards the mid-range. Fading shots, hop jumpers, even basic standstill pull-ups, they're wide open because defenders are stuck guarding the extreme. I have a 94 mid-range rating, and whether they sag all the way into the paint or hug the 3-point line, the space I get in the middle is always there. That's the gap in the defense, and that's why the mid-range is so consistent. It's not about forcing a tough shot, it's about walking into the gap defenders hand you and knocking it down. That's what makes this playstyle so efficient. You're not fighting for space, they give it to you. The reason the mid-range is so open isn't because just spacing, it's inexperience. Most defenders simply don't expect shots like hop jumpers or pull-up fades. These animations don't trigger the same muscle memory responses as a drive or a 3. People don't know how or when to contest them. They either jump in too early, hesitate completely, or just stand there. And by the time they realize what's happening, the shot's already in the air. Most defenders are used to guarding the same predictable patterns: left-right combos into a 3 or a straight line drive into the paint. But when you stop short and you pull up from 17 feet with perfect timing, they freeze. Their habits don't help them there. And that's what makes the mid-range so reliable. It's not just that defenders sag off, it's that they're not trained to react to what you're doing. So you end up taking clean shots in rhythm without heavy contests. They're guarding what they expect. You're scoring from what they forgot. The right animations do most of the work for me. The Devin Booker dribble pull-up is quick, smooth, and gives me insane separation. If the defender's not already in my face when I start the fade, it's over. I'm already up in the air with space, and the shot is wide open every time. I'm 6'8", and my speed is one of the highest rated attributes on my build. So when I explode left or right, and the defender hesitates for even half a second, I'm already gone. Just a sliver of space is all I need to pull up that fade cleanly. And then there's the pump fake. I've mastered it. If the defender's nearby but not fully locked in, I'll bait them into jumping, and they always do. My build's a two-way sharp, so the moment I catch the ball, they're expecting a quick shot. I hit them with a pump, they fly by, and now I've got an open standstill midi. And with that 94 mid-range, it's green every single time. Same thing with faking the rim run. Most defenders only know how to guard the drive or the 3, so I'll fake the drive then hit a hop jumper, creating space as I step back into the mid-range completely open. These animations don't just look good, they're efficient. They're tools I use to stay one step ahead. I'm not relying on randomness, I'm leaning into repeatable high IQ scoring. My high shooting percentage isn't just because the mid-range is open, it's because I mastered the shots I take. I've put in the reps, I know the timing, I know the footwork, so when I pull a hop jumper, it's not a gamble, it's muscle memory. And when you combine that kind of mastery with the space defenders give you like I explained, that's why I'm efficient, that's why I score the way I do. I'm not hitting these shots by accident, they're not lucky, and they're not just wide open because the defense is bad, they're falling dribbling because I've trained for it. These are my shots and I've made them mine through discipline. When you step back and look at how open the mid-range really is, how easy it is to create space, and how efficient the right animations make it, it's no surprise I score the way I do. What surprises me is how few people see it. Consistency over flashy means choosing what works, even if it's not flashy or attention grabbing. It's the difference between a guard who dribbles for 15 seconds, ball hogging and struggling to get open, shooting 5 for 15, versus me, taking smart, high percentage shots I've mastered, scoring 20 plus efficiently, no highlight reels needed, just results. Consistency says, I'll take the open mid-range, I'll make the simple read, I'll use the same moves because they work. Flashy says, I'll hold the ball the whole shot clock, spam combos, and hope I can finally rim run or hit a 3. But for me, I don't need all that. I don't need to waste the clock. I don't need to ball hog. I create space, take the shot, and keep the game flowing. And you know I'm not out there making scoring harder than it has to be. I'm making it easier on myself and my team. That's why I stay consistent, because consistency builds trust, earns respect, and wins games. The flash might get you on a mixtape, but consistency is what gets you the win. While others are still dribbling, still searching for the same predictable shots, I've already scored and moved on to the next play. Most players avoid the mid-range because it's not what the meta teaches them. It's the same limitless threes or contact dunks in traffic. That's what they copy, that's what gets praised, and anything that doesn't match that highlight reel gets ignored, even if it works better. So they never learn it, they never practice it, they assume if it's not popular it must be a weakness. But I didn't build my game off what's popular, I build it off what works. And that mindset, it gives me freedom. I'm not boxed in by what everyone else is doing. I see the floor differently. While everybody else was chasing the same 3 or dunk packages, I mastered what they overlooked, and now I score in ways they can't guard because they never learned to respect it. That's what makes my game different, not just because it looks different, but because it came from seeing what no one else wanted to see. I don't need a squad to be efficient. When you understand mid-range scoring and master your go-to shots, you're not relying on a team to set you up. You can create your own look, get to your spots, and stay productive. That's the power of this playstyle. I'm not waiting on perfect teammates or hoping someone makes the right pass. I stay effective because my scoring is built on what works. Mid-range scoring keeps me effective, with or without a squad, but I know the biggest struggle for a lot of people, especially in rec with no squad, isn't skill. It's just getting the ball. When you're playing with randoms and you're not getting touches, it's hard to find the rhythm and start scoring. If that's where you're at, I made a video that breaks down exactly how to consistently score 20 plus points without a squad, so you can always receive the ball. And it's a mentality thing that I teach you. It's the method where you're able to get a lot more opportunities to score. The link's gonna be in the description. Check it out, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.